Hello folks, and welcome to today's vlog. We're back. Anna's finally allowing me to start doing videos again after she's had me locked in a room and I had no access to computers or entertainment. I just had to lie on a bed.
Oh, the fact that you were asleep for most of it.
4 days has it been? What day is it now? It's Saturday afternoon. I've been pretty much out of commission since the stream finished at 11 o'clock on Monday night. I went to bed, started watching the 25th anniversary of Raw, fell asleep, and I only really feel like I've come round again kind of yesterday afternoon maybe.
What did we do yesterday afternoon?
Yesterday we took Andy to his respite care in Boston. It was hellacious for me, just being in a car for 2 hours, having to sit upright, be awake, almost vomited up my McDonald's that I ate. Couldn't taste it at all. No, he wanted to go, and it's good for us after being locked in the house with Anna having to be my nurse basically. It's good for us to be able to come out and about on a Saturday afternoon. We're not going to be able to do our usual full-on extravaganza of fun that we have when it's just us for these respite weekends, but we're at Toys R Us. We're going to go and have a look at the toys. We're going to go to the Smith's toy shop as well. She's promised me 2 toy shops plus B&M. We're going to go into town. We're going to go and have some dinner. We're going to go to the cinema. We're going to see how much of that I can make it through without passing out. Is that reasonable?
Well, as long as we go to the game and I see my film, I don't care.
Huzzah! Let's go buy wrestlers. How many am I allowed?
None.
What? Wasn't allowed to film in there because Toys R Us are always very fussy. As any good toy shopper knows, you don't buy or don't spend your full toy budget, which Anna has allowed me £9. You don't spend it all in your first shop. I almost got a stunning Steve Austin with the $1 million belt for a £5. But in the end decided to save myself for Smith's, where they have the better selection of wrestlers. However, on the way out they did have one of those machines that you put £1 in, get out one of the little eggs, and I got Spider-Gwen! Woohoo! That makes the whole trip worthwhile. I have £1 worth of Spider-Gwen that I can dangle off of my bag, which is all anyone ever really wants. Next stop then is Asda. Why are we at Asda?
For a sparkle cup.
Oh, Andy's been drinking water after he cleans his teeth in the evenings. We got a sparkle cup from here last time we were here with you lot, and after he finishes cleaning his teeth in the evening, he drinks an entire cup full of water out of the sparkle cup. It's the only thing he'll drink water out of. So we're coming back to see if they have another one. They may not, because it may have been a Christmas thing. But
it was like a cup, but it's got like water inside it. Yeah. So the sparkle moves and stuff.
But our theory is, if we're not going to take it away from the bathroom and from the teeth cleaning ritual, so we've got him drinking water there, but if we can get a second cup and get him to drink some water instead of some Coke downstairs at some point, then that would be awesome. Success. Best cup in the world. Plus soap dishes, soap dispensers, and a shower curtain, which apparently we're getting as well. I don't know why we need a sparkly shower curtain. Surely that shower curtain's see-through.
No.
Apart from the sparkly bits, isn't it? Okay. Weird. I've been abandoned on some chairs while Anna goes game trading or something. It's all very confusing. What have you got?
Nothing.
Monster Hunter World. Wwhy?
Because everyone's playing it and I want to play it, and I put in 3 games that I weren't even playing, and I got £38 for them, so...
She starts back at uni on Monday. This girl's got a problem. Dinner consumed. Somewhere called Bill's, which apparently is a place that exists. She knew it existed. I wasn't familiar with it. I was won over though when I discovered that it was a restaurant where you could get a fish finger sandwich, which was awesome. I've realised I've not brought out my dark weather conditions camera, so I'm afraid the light's just going to be poor. We are now walking back up to Asda where we've left the car. We still have a toy shop and a sweet shop to head to. The film we want to see starts in an hour, so we should have time. Head back to the car, head over to B&M, head over to Smith's, head to the cinema, and I've brought my Rusev figure with me, so if the film that Anna is picking is rubbish, whatever wrestler she buys me, they can have an epic 2-hour-long battle with Rusev with my new Spider-Gwen toy as a referee. So I'm going to be happy either way. Not so much. The pressure's on you to pick a good film.
Downsizing.
No idea.
Matt Damon.
Never heard of him.
He's very handsome.
Is he? Isn't he like old enough to be your dad?
Probably. Pretty handsome.
Now I realise up until this point some of you may have been questioning why that taxi's playing such loud music. You may have also been questioning whether Andy was truly at respite because you hadn't seen any evidence of it. Now you know he is.
If Andy was what?
If he's truly at respite or not.
Oh.
But everyone knows when he's in Boston, we come to everyone's favourite row of shops to have a little look. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find any wrestlers appropriate for me in there. Anna got me another present though, which I'm quite happy with, my new present. In other news, we have just had a phone call from the respite people. Apparently Andy has not eaten any food at all in the 24 hours that he's been there. They're a little bit concerned. We're obviously a little bit concerned. They're going to keep us informed. Not ideal at all. As you'll know from when we were vlogging before, up until like 6 days ago, he hasn't been eating at school since before Christmas. It just seems that the only place he wants to eat at the moment is at home, which is not a situation we can allow to continue. I just don't know a way around it. But we'll figure something out, hopefully. Anna wants to pick him up. They don't want us to pick him up. It sets a precedent. I kind of agree with them, but at the same time, if he's not going to eat, I suspect we might end up picking him up in the morning, which is probably the worst of all scenarios. He's there an extra night, plus he leaves early. But I don't know. I've said just leave because they're trying to give him individual bags on a plate, which isn't how he normally does it. So I've said just give him the whole 20 bags we sent him with, just put them all in his room and let him eat them if he wants them. That's what he does at home. They're going to try that. Fingers crossed it works. And they're going to send us a text when they're done. We're still sticking to our plan. They were quite strict with us on the phone, saying this is designed to be your break, your respite too. You shouldn't be coming in. We're sorry we've had to ring you. No, it's fine. He's not eating. It's fine. They just needed ideas, and hopefully we'll get a text before the end of the movie that says, yeah, that worked. He's had a few bags of crisps and gone to sleep. That's all we need. Next stop on our journey of adventure, we have made it to the cinema. It's like 6:30 on Saturday.
No, it's not. It's 10 to 7.
10 to 7 on Saturday. No difference. They don't know. It's 10 to 7 on Saturday. To give you a little bit of context, because people always say, what's the point of respite? Here's an example of why respite is so important to a family like ours. As we pulled into the car park, Anna said, why is it so busy? It's the cinema on Saturday night. Believe it or not, it's often a busy place.
Yeah.
No idea, no concept of that at all. Because for 13 years of her life,
Saturday night.
yeah, Saturday night is just, it's no different from Tuesday morning. It's just a time when you're at home. So, yeah, Anna has now learned that the cinema gets busy on Saturday night. Movie watched. Did we say what movie we were seeing?
Don't know.
Downsizing. Weird film.
Yeah.
Long film.
Yeah.
But ultimately it was pretty good. It got good. It was really slow to get started. But if you like weird, and let's face it, you're watching a man sat in his car talking into a camera with a kid's toy over his shoulder. So if you don't like weird, what are you doing here? So let's assume you like weird. So you should probably check it out. You'll probably enjoy it. Whilst it was all going on as well, we did get a text through from Andy's respite saying he had eaten. The master plan worked of just leaving his crisps in his room with him. So he's eaten and they're happy.
Not a lot. But
no, but he never eats a huge amount there, does he?
No.
Because every time we've picked him up in the last year, he's always binge eaten. He doesn't eat a lot while he's there, but it worked, and that's the important thing. So he has eaten. They're happy for him to stay there until tomorrow afternoon as planned, which works for us, and also gives us something to suggest to school now as well, that rather than them just giving him the one bag at a time, which is presumably what they do, we now have evidence that in 2 different places, one of which he's previously been refusing, by giving him the choice, he can sort of self-select. And then I guess he just needs to go through that process of picking his own food. The camera keeps dropping down every every 2 sentences. If I have to edit any of this out, it's going to be do 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 do.
Why are you going down?
Because I'm concentrating too hard and keeping my title over my shoulder. I'm basically cutting a promo. It's tell you what, this feels so good. I might have to get a real replica one. Just.
But then I'll have to take it off if you're gonna be stupid.
It's really cool. I've always wanted to sit here and.
Is it gonna fit around you?
No, it's a kid's toy. Even the full-sized adult ones that you get for like £400 on the WWE website, I think it'd be touch and go. They reckon, because I've looked, they go up to a 46-inch waist, but you can get an extender thing for it. And I was looking at it thinking, I don't know, I might need the extender, but then. Am I really going to wear it around my waist often enough to justify buying the extender? Because really, I just want it, when I finally build my set in the studio for videos and stuff, I just want it sort of stood behind me. This one will be in there as well. Just sort of stood there, it behind me, with my pop vinyls and my comics and my wrestling figures and all my other cool stuff, my Batman's light, all that cool stuff. I just want it to be another cool thing that's out there, just looking really awesome in the background. In which case I probably don't even need a real one, because this has got some sparkle to it. It looks pretty cool. I'm impressed. You're a good girl. Right, this should mean anyway that normal vlogs resume from now. Hopefully we won't have to have time off again. I think we even had some overlap with the 2 days I missed last year when I was ill. So it seems that it's just this week, every year I get ill. Hopefully that's it for 2018 now. No more illness for Kev, so we should be daily all the way through until presumably this week next year. So thanks for bearing with us. I don't actually know how many of you. There's a lumpy bit on the back. Oh, I hit myself in the face. I need to get used to this. Oh. No wonder you get some just one-time champions. I can't. This is what Jinder Mahal must have been like holding the WWE title. Now I get what people meant when they said it didn't suit him. Ah.
Why have you got all red?
Because I just hit myself in the face with a replica of the UK title. Anyway.
Oh dear me.
I think I've cracked my glasses.
Oh, God.
We should be back to daily now. Thank you for sticking with us. I hope you've all made it across. I hope I don't look at the stats on this and there's only 800 people have watched, because it would be really sad if a little bit of cold and flu has dropped us back a year. But fingers crossed, we're right back where we normally are. Andy will be back tomorrow. We've got our normal picking him up from Boston.
He wants to go to the windmill.
Yeah, he wants bells and a windmill. So there is a windmill in Boston. So assuming we've still got some daylight, I guess we've got a windmill in store for us tomorrow as well. So hopefully you have enjoyed that. If you have, make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for daily vlogs. Daily, yeah, they'll be daily. I've got a wrestling channel as well, if this belt's caught your interest. By the time this video comes out, Pete Dunne might not even own this title anymore. Roderick Strong could be the new UK champion.
Well, it's not tonight.
NXT TakeOver's tonight, and that's on the pre-show. So I've got NXT TakeOver tonight, Royal Rumble tomorrow night, Raw the night after, SmackDown the night after that. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful 4 days. I'm glad I'm well again. Thanks very much for watching, folks.
Bye.
Do you want to wear the title?
No, I really don't.
We should have got tag. We'll go and get tag titles.
No, it's shut now.